Okay, so today let's talk about bandile, ne? I feel like it's something that we need to talk about. What really happened and how he ended up being in this mess. So, by the way, this is not a gossip or a scam exposure video. I'm not doing that, but I'm gonna tell you based on my view what really happened. Now, I think it's very important to talk about it since now I'm a Durban trader, and he's from Durban as well, and he's well known. You know, he's well known. Not in Durban, honestly. Like I don't think most of Durban traders really know him, but on social media, he's well known. I've never gotten a chance to actually meet up with him. Like I've met up with a lot of. I've met up with all the traders in Durban, but I've never met up with him. Yeah, well, um, first thing I want to talk about, like I want to talk about the move from Devon to Joes. Now, well, from Devon to Joes, I know that like it's one of the most popular move for a lot of people about like say when we see Basuela by Upande Joes, especially artists, you know, especially artists. You can see how Smamane just the career could just skyrocket. A lot of artists, Nasty C, Blackie, a lot of people if they want like real success they go to Jules. I don't know if this is okay, let me just brighten it. Okay, so a lot of them just go to Josie for his success. You know? Josie is a very good place for opportunities. Uh, if you want to hustle or you want a movement, basically moving away from your township, from your hometown. Basically, it's a very good move to make if you want to become successful. That has been proven. Like it's been a proven fact. You know? But the one of the scariest thing that I always faced because I always wanted to make that move, but I always feel it. Into exactly le bandile. That's exactly what happened to him. I always feared it, and I saw it happen right now. I saw it, and I picked up. This is why I never moved to Joseph. You know? This is the main reason I never moved to Joseph. Like the thing I pick up whenever I was in Johannesburg. No offense to Johannesburg people, but the people, most of the people that I was really introduced to or that were around me, the energy was very bad. I was so I was so introduced to a lot of snakes, a lot of snakes. Yabo, as much as wonke umuntu ufuna ukwenza imali, but there were a lot of snakes. About people that that backstab you and people that never keep their promises. People are not trustworthy. And it was hard for me to actually make that move using here and Gizangier chose because of I saw a lot of snakes, so I didn't know who to trust. Yabo, how I'm gonna be in a place where I'm always surrounded by people that and when I was lab so I don't know who to trust, who to collaborate with and all those stuff. Yabo. So going back to the situation yabandile, yabo. First kuze kufike nje to this whole arrest, yabo. Siqale from him switching up brokers because that's where the downfall started when he switched to ACG to this broker le enye le I joined. That's where Izinto started going a mess. That's where everything started going bad for him. You know? You saw the video of I think it's Young Armo engene endlini yakho engene endlini yakhe threatening to beat him, threatening to like creating that video he created. I'm threatening Isha. So I was like, this is exactly what the energy I felt when I was around like most of the traders that side ukuthi I'm not safe, I'm away from home. Yabo? I'm away from home. If umuntu ekwazi ukuthi angene kwi-apartment yakho aza-threatnise ukushaya, he's really taking advantage, showing him that he knows very well you are not from around here. So the reason he's doing that, he's confident that you are playing at his playground. I just hope you guys wait before see the fear on the scamming part, because there are a lot of stuff that I wanna reveal. Okay, so he knows that njengoba engenile la ngeke uzumenze lutho and all those stuff, yabo. So and they started the whole the whole so-called loyal circles started showing themselves that they are all snakes. They are just a loyal snakes. They just love you if everybody's benefiting, because everybody started going saying every bad things about him. Like we saw the stories. I don't want to get too deep, but everybody showed that everybody that is around him are just snakes. Are just snakes. So he went from one broker to another, one broker to another. The thing is, the biggest downfall was not having loyal people around him, because he was literally killing Ibrandiak. Yeah? When he switched from one broker to another broker to another broker, you're just killing your brand, because of you are basically don't have a direction. You as yourself will see, this is where I am. Well, this is what I do. This is the broker I believed in. Well, the reason why he did that as well is because he was basically living paycheck after paycheck. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Paycheck after paycheck. Remember, you are around these snakes, so-called loyal, this so-called loyal circle. You are around them, and the first thing they attack you about your car. They attack you about your car. They attack you about your apartment and all those stuff. So you, as an influencer, you always have to step up. And guys, let's be honest. As forex traders, it's impossible to be profitable every month. Some months are bad. Like some months are bad. Sometimes you can have like extreme amount loss for about 2 months. So if you are having an apartment, the apartment that engibonile beyiveza that's eyakhe that is up for sale or basically up for rental. If you do an apartment that you pay 13,000 rand per month, how you gonna sustain that thing long term? Like how you gonna sustain? How you gonna make 13,000 every month? 13,000 every month. How you gonna? Because he also had the BMW. Yeah, well, he also had a BMW. How you gonna sustain that lifestyle for for a year? You can go for 5 months, but the rainy days are guaranteed. They are certain to come. So you're gonna make ama means. That's where everything falls apart for him, because he was selling. I don't wanna be in that position where you have to like you have to you have to sell in order for you to survive, because he knew very well ukuthi la robots leya, as much as ngesithi ukuthi alisebenzi, but he knew that that robots wasn't that good, because if that robots was good, he would have never sold it for the first place. He would just keep it to himself, ezama imali, huge capital as possible, and fund the account and let the robot make money. But he knew very well that that robots didn't really deliver. Yabo? So for him to actually survive, he started doing these zinto lezi ukudayisa leli robots that put him as one of the biggest, one of, I'm a scammer, because the scammers also were on him week in, week out. They always had proof. Yeah, they always had receipt. They didn't just say Bandil is a scammer. They had receipt. Yeah, and it's been proven also. I know this guy is really like really doing this thing. So I always fear to upgrade sometimes. Like I always fear to upgrade. Like upgrade to kunama terms and conditions that are very hard. Like to maintain a lifestyle, it's super hard. Maintaining that lifestyle is super hard. Trust me, guys. Like I've went to like dealerships, like good dealerships that had that good cars, but see, no, I can get this car, but I literally always thought, no, I don't wanna live on paycheck after paycheck, and a lot of lazy Ntwanes don't understand. There's this thing of becoming an influencer. It's not easy. It might look easy, but it's not easy because I'm influencers. You always have to be relevant all the time, and I know as much as I'm not close to them, but I know that being an influencer is mentally draining. You always have to be relevant. You always have to have a good image. And well, at this point, after what has happened, trust me, no brand is gonna come and associate himself with him after what just happened, cause they know, cause ama influential deal with forex most of the time enziwa abantu who are ama account manager, and ama account manager, some of them, most of them basically are traders, so they know what is happening with industry. So they know if making a brand deal, they know what kind of a person are you and what kind of an image you give kuleyo broker. So njengoba it's a mess, yabo. So that's why I always emphasize ukuthi you can't depend ukwenza imali based on abantu, especially our clients, because clients can always switch up on you. They can always be one day they want to join a group yakho, and the following day they don't want to join. So you don't want to be making a living based on other people. You can't depend on other. You can't depend on other people to for you to actually make your ends meet. Yeah, well, so you always have to depend with skill cycle, because that is one thing that no one can take away from you as long as you can trade. You can make money. Yeah, so going back to the story of influential, I'm an influencer. Influencers is hard. The same as YouTube. Like you are just as good as your last video. I won't go through it like, oh guys, you always have to be relevant. That thing is draining. There's always a challenge for January, challenge for February. Like you always, it's so draining. About so now the influential deals are out. About now your reputation is like the reputation is horrible. The reputation is horrible. But I feel like if you, I'm not saying, okay, let me not put it like that because I think that is gonna sound bad. There's something that I'm thinking about. So I I think he's very young. Like he's very young. About 23, 24. That is very young. He's a very young boy. I feel he put it himself in so much pressure, like too much unnecessary pressure, like too much cause of the way a lot of people that surrounded him put him in too much unnecessary pressure. Trust me, at his age, at his age, I was working at a retail. Yeah, and at his age, he was driving a Golf 7, so he's still ahead. He's still ahead of his time. Yeah, so the best thing to do right now, the best thing, I think the best thing to do right now is to just come back. Uzokusuka igoli ngihlulile, like come back to Durban. I know that Durban is not as popping as it was, but the best thing to do is to not come back to Durban. But I think sometimes it's to, because I see there's a lot of things that is done even here in Durban Yeah, well, so play it low, like to play it low for now. Sometimes it's better for him to actually, for everybody to actually disappear. Yeah, well, to disappear, cause I can see like the whole pressure he's going through, guys. The whole pressure he's going through. Like paying 13,000 for a rent. I don't know how much he was paying for the BMW. Yeah, well, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure that you unnecessary. Like I don't know why ama mentors do what they do. Umuntu. Like why would you like already life in Zima guys? Like life is hard. Why would you put yourself in so much unnecessary pressure? Like why would you do that? Like why would you put yourself in so much unnecessary pressure just to prove a point to clients that you are a successful forex trader? Like why would you do that? Why would you put yourself in so much unnecessary pressure? So he's still young, you know? He's still young. So many things have bad. We all have a like this year. I also had a not the greatest year, you know? But he's still young. He still needs to. He needs to be around the Avantaba Grand, yeah, because it's proven that when days are dark, niggas have been claiming to be making 3 million, 3 million per month, but they can't even get you out of jail. Yeah, well, they can't even get you out of jail. So it's clear that the people that you are around with are not good for you. Yeah, well, they are not good for you, and you need to do a self introspection yourself. Like you need to ask yourself a lot of questions. You would see, um, how do I actually rebrand right now? How you can redeem yourself because you're still young. You are still young, like very young. Uh, Eating the rice. How can I do that? Because the way things are going, it doesn't look like you're gonna end it up doing. Isn't it that people who are not gonna make threats or are gonna do I'm video calls about people who are gonna come for you. About there's one guy here in Durban. Just a quick story. Who did a taxi driver bad. One forex trader. It's a popular story in Durban. He did a taxi driver bad, and then what's a puma, a Musgrave, the way I love Langtanakon. They shot him like not just with one bullet, but 14 bullets. But fortunate enough, he survived, but he's paralyzed. Yabo? So if you look at Zaranje, look at the movement sign, like it's okay to downgrade face. Like it's okay to downgrade. Cause by the look of things I feel like he doesn't wanna accept, like the other thing he doesn't wanna accept the situation. Most okay isn't I saying isn't I sahlangana because of there are so many people looking at you and there's so many things that you have said with social media. Also you are a profitable trader, what's about the best. So and the scam exposers are just looking at you. It's okay. It's okay to like it's okay guys. I wanna tell everybody it's okay to actually downgrade in life. It's okay ukuwa. Akekho umuntu ongakwazi. Like it's okay ukuwa. Like to have a fall off is okay. A setback is part of life. Yabo? Cause of if uzama maintain a setback, you are actually damaging yourself and you're putting your life in risk because you're gonna keep on scamming and scamming the you ended up scamming the wrong people. So it's okay to fall off and uqalele phansi impilo and rebuild yourself, yabo, before it's too late. That's my message for him. Before it's too late, just downgrade. Downgrade is fine. It's fine. Like mental things, they can always be recovered. The cars, the apartment, you can still do that. You can still get that. You are very young. You can still rebuild that. So please, if you get this video, it's a sign from God. Ciao.